If I were starting my money journey all over again, here's what I'd do first. Since I've been able to pay off more than $10,000 in credit card debt, I paid off my $8,000 car note, I've saved 6 months worth of expenses, I bought a house, I've created financial peace for myself. And this took me kind of a long time. It does not have to take you this long. And if I would have started here, it would have made everything. You need to start off right out of the gate by learning your spending habits. This is so important. Knowing your spending habits allows you to create a budget that actually works, that you're not going to fall off from every single month and have to start over. It allows you to enjoy your money while also hitting your goals, and it allows you to stick to new habits long term that are really going to benefit you. A lot of times when people hear the word budget, it has a negative connotation in their mind because they think of total restriction, they think of deprivation, they think they cannot have the things that they want. And maybe you've tried to budget before and it did not work, and now you're convinced it doesn't work, but that's because you weren't doing it in a way that actually fits into your life. When you know your spending habits, you can include those habits in your budget, and it makes it way easier to stick to. So for instance, if you love getting DoorDash, you can put that in your budget. That way you have money set aside for that. And you then allow yourself to get things that you actually like, but it's already built into your budget along with your goals. So you're still going to hit your goals because you're not going to go overboard on spending on DoorDash because you tried to totally deprive yourself. What a lot of people don't realize is that when they do totally deprive themselves and then they create a budget based on that, they are not able to stick to that budget, and then it has really bad psychological effects because you feel like you're constantly failing and you feel like you're constantly in this cycle where you can't actually make a difference with your money when that is not true. Building a good budget empowers you to take control and to make your money do what you want it to do. So how do you learn your spending habits? There are two main ways. Number one, you can track your spending for 30 days straight. I do have a free tracker in my bio if you want to grab it, or you can just use a notebook. But every single purchase that you make throughout the month, write it down. What was the date? What was the purchase? How much did you spend on that purchase? And also write down how it made you feel. This is very important. This is how you recognize spending patterns and how they make you feel. So maybe you notice that you impulse spend a lot when you go to get groceries, and maybe that makes you feel bad. So in that case, why are you going to keep on doing that, right? So it's really, really powerful to track your spending. It also makes you think twice about certain purchases that you're going to make. The second method is to highlight your past bank statements. Basically, you want to go and pull a past bank statement, get some highlighters, and go through your bank statement and highlight different spending categories. So every time you ate out fast food, highlight it one color. Every time that you went to the gas station, highlight it another color, so on and so forth, and then add up all those different categories. This is extremely eye-opening and is going to show you exactly where your money's been going. Whichever method you choose, you will start to notice patterns and things that you like to spend your money on based on how much money you actually spend on that thing. To use myself as an example, the first time I ever did this, I had spent $500 in the month prior on fast food alone, okay? And that was a very humbling moment, and honestly, I was embarrassed of that, but it allowed me to know that I like eating out. I like getting fast food sometimes. So I was able to put that into my budget and give myself money for it so that I did not feel guilty and I did not blow my budget when I went and got fast food. So what do you do next with this information? You need to build a budget that includes your spending habits and your goals, okay? So if you do not have any savings yet, your safety net needs to be your first savings goal. You get to decide how much you want to spend on your spending habits and how much you want to spend on building your savings and hitting your other goals. This is your money. You get to design it how you want to. If you're okay with it taking a little bit longer for you to hit your first savings goal, you can give yourself more money to spend. If you want to get it really aggressive and build your savings very fast, you can cut down a little bit on the spending habits while still giving yourself some money to spend and contribute more towards your goals. Like I said, it is completely up to you and how fast you want to do this. If you made it this far, let me know in the comments what is one of the spending habits that you know that you want to include in your budget. One of mine is books. I love to read, so I give myself money for that. Once you learn these things and you start making these a habit, you can get to these type of milestones in no time. I'm telling you, your life can look completely different by the end of this year. You got this, friend.